heard kind of a running theme. Mike said earlier about why Scruples. I'll give you a couple of things that what I do is I'm the director of business development, so I fly around the country and I meet with DSCs and our regional managers and I open up new accounts. These new accounts are big ones, for lack of a better word. And I developed a system that Rob has refined to a point of his success rate in closing these is, right now, what's that now?
Well, we only think it once. I would say we're still probably about, what, 89?
89% closing ratio on big accounts. How did I come to this point? I was a DSC like you guys for 6 years. I sold Redken for Macy's, Scruples, Abba. And Tracy, I was raising our first child. I said, I'm not raising the second one. She got promoted and I took her job as a regional manager. I've been doing that for 20. In those 20 years, I called on BSG. Have you heard of that? Okay. They have every line in the business but a few L'Oreal brands. And the stores have everything. And we used to do sales meetings like this one right here. And there would be 20 manufacturers, regional managers outside that door. And I was sitting across there, the doors closed, and I was listening to everybody else's presentations, trying to, And I finally bulbed those off. I said, shit, we all say the same thing. Joyco, Paul Mitchell, Matrix, Russ, Wella, I've got a leader special. Who the hell cares? Seriously. You know what? It's $12.99. Sell it. So I don't sell product. In fact, we have a new product. I don't know what the hell it is. Okay? I sell an idea. I'll sell your company. I sell my company. And a program I developed. I know what our intros are. But I don't know, products on special. I think we have a leader special, but I could be guessing there. So I get in your car down the road. This week's a different story. Think big. Breakfast, lunch, dinner with cocktails, with salon owners. I got a tab. Okay, Rob does the exact same thing. I don't want to get in your car and drive across the state of Florida selling $30 bag deals. Okay, that doesn't do me any good, it doesn't do you any good. So think big. Why Scruples? My closing ratio isn't good as Rob's. But I'm in the Midwest, so I'm about 78%. So this program is a 4-step program, but I'm going to let Rob do Reader's Digest, and tomorrow we're going to go a little more in depth that you can ask questions about it. Again, the Scruples of old, Frank and Jack aren't owning it anymore. It's a different company. I've been with them, I think, the longest regional manager to date. And when I wasn't a regional manager, I was selling Scruples as a distributor and married to one of the owner's kids. So I've been with it since '83 when Frank and Jack were making this stuff. So we got Pegs, the nice guy, who's value added. They had a real cool silk popper back in the day that was a snowman. Can you guys remember that thing?
Yes.
Oh my God. That's not us anymore. We don't do that. Okay? The salons that Rob and I want to visit, and this is a process, guys. We're not going to have it tonight or not this week. It's a process. We have to find them, and Rob will go through 4 steps. And I'll give you some examples of how these things work. BSG, they have no reason to want me. I'm kind of the one that pushed Mike in the board. There's a lot of me swearing at them. We're like everybody else. We need to run away from everybody else's deal sheet. We need to, this is it. This is all I have. This is it. Master this piece, okay? Master it, and you'll sell a lot of Scruples. Because you know what, Pete, how many shampoos you got in your warehouse? Just round it up, yes.
How many shampoos I would guess? Hundreds, let's say. Hundreds.
Hundreds of different shampoos. And what do they all do?
Clean hair.
Clean hair. How about hairspray? Holds hair in place. You got a lot of that, don't you? You make 97 cents a can, give or take. What's behind the can? They do sales meetings? They do shows? They do free demos? Do they work with you to grow their business? Or do they just put it on the shelf and want you to sell it and yell at you when you don't? Do they do business with these guys? This goes to my customers. Home. $12.99. Can you pay that price? What does that shampoo do? It's hair, so is mine. but I don't do this to you. Do you do this with every customer? No. But I do let them know it cleans hair. Who are you doing business with? It's a big thing. So example, my guys at BSG, they got everything. Luke's a great guy, I golf with him. He's a Wella, Quaj, Nioxin, Sebastian guy. Love you, Pat. You know, I'll give you some stuff when I can, but you know, so do I get his card? I said, give me a shot sometime. Just let me do my thing. So he does. He calls me December 21st. You know, I don't work that way, do you? I mean, come on. They're busy, they don't want to see you. I'm shopping for my kids. He says, meet me in Iowa. What? Rock Creek, Iowa. Rock Creek, Iowa. This is my shop with Luke. So I'm like, all right, but I'm not staying overnight. I'm driving this Ford. I'm coming back home. It's, you know, getting close to the holidays. So I meet Luke in Rock Creek, Iowa, pull into town, and there is a buggy and a horse going down the middle of the road. And I'm thinking, oh boy, he didn't understand what I wanted to do. Wrong count. I'm prejudging, right? Don't do that. So we walk in. There's 4 ladies sitting here. There's 8 hairdressers applying color and cutting and foiling. Jam-packed, about $7 grand the shelf. What am I doing? I'm checking. I know everything. I'm filming. In my head, I'm filming. Luke takes me back to dispensary. They got 3 Redkins systems and 3 Matrix color systems. Wow. It's a lot, isn't it? I take Dawn into the back where we have this meeting. I go through all the things that I provide. A lot of them are in here. A lot of them Rob will cover in a little bit. Show them that we don't do business with these people. We believe in licensed hairdressers who went to school and have a cosmetology license, which helps keep the heat on and pay for some kids to go to college. That's who we believe in. You don't want your shelf space unless you're going to do this right. She looks at me. 30 minutes later, says, I'll buy the whole thing back from you. She knows I'll buy everything back from her. But let's switch everything to Scruples right now. I said, Dawn, what's not going to happen today? I don't sell these people the first day. Okay? She's like, what do you mean? You got 8 hairdressers out there that might want to know what you're doing. She's like, you're right. I said, yeah. I said, I'll come back 1 month from today. I went back. In February, sat down with the entire staff, took them to lunch. They said, let's go. I got them to go to the training for tomorrow. I asked the board to waive their fees, which was about $1,000. And they came to training for tomorrow, and they started buying that month of March. The second time I went back and took everybody to lunch, I went back to her salon, and I said, you know, we've got a Terry program in here, and it's got gold, platinum, diamond, silver. You know, where are you going to be at? You know, because the benefits are different. Where are you going to be at? I'll be the best. I'm like, no, I gotta know. I'd sign you up. You know, just give me an idea. So she gets, she runs in the back. It's receipts from 3 months of buying from Peel Salon Services, which is now Salon Centrics. Okay, $8 grand a month. And Rock Creek, Iowa. $96,000 a year, $100 grand. Now, Mike talked a lot about the hairdresser. I don't really deal with that. My job, Rob's job, is to make you more money. Luke just got an $11,000 raise. He's got 3 kids to go through college. The guy who never sold me didn't know what to say to me. He went in March, bought out all of it, $8,000 worth of product in retail. She's 100% Scruples, came to T for T, and she redesigned her salon around Scruples. Gave her a free banner. She's in our integrity program. I think she ordered 3 iPads from Tracy. It's part of her point program. And she's still buying $96,000 a year. Rock Creek, Iowa. Not Boston, not LA, not Chicago, Rock Creek, Iowa. Do you guys all have those kind of customers? I don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't think they're there though. I think the ones he's signing up are kind of freaking me out. I don't have those in the Midwest. You know, I have more cows and pigs in the Midwest than I got people. Okay? Another example of how we do business. This is another BSG rep. Pull in front of it, small town in southwest Minnesota. You don't need to come in, Pat. There's a matrix educator in here and a big sexy educator. I also got to run and get in order. I'm like, top. It's January 15th, and don't turn the car off, make me sit in the cold. Come on, I'm gonna go in and sit down, get your mental order, that's fine, I get it, you gotta do it, you gotta make a living. So we go and sit down, he does this thing. I found her name is Faye. She's got about 10 lines on the shelf over here. Some of them are dusty. I deduced that she's probably a buyer, but not a seller. Buys the deal of the month stuff. No one's taking care of her, showing her how to make money in this business. She sees my Scruples pen. She says, I used to carry Scruple when it was Wedgwood blue. And I said, how old is this woman? Okay, well, I wanted a customer. She said, I saw your new packaging. I really like it. I'd like to buy your display rack. And Todd's sitting there, right? Gonna take $1,100. I said, Faye, we can't do that. And I don't think we can do business. Now, Todd's got his hand in the fist. He's ready to pump in the back of the head. He's missed out on an order. And I said, Faye, you have 10 lines on the shelf. What's a level going to do? She grabbed her head. Okay? I said, I'll buy 9 of those lines back. You can keep your Niox, and I can't do what they do. Okay? I'm still talking with Faye. Okay? I'm still talking. I'm going back to meet the staff. That's how it works. These bigger customers, these more exclusive customers, you have to treat them different. It's not the deal of the day. I know what our intros are. I couldn't tell you what the hell our retail prices are. I know what the intros are. That's what I sell. I sell your company, you guys know who you are and what you do, our education team, and my company. Because so many people are selling the product and not what they believe in. You've got to believe in yourself. So over the next, tonight, Rob's going to get up here and briefly cover it. I've got a picture of a couple of conversions we've done. He's kind of gone haywire. He's got a couple of beta ones he's done, which I had to fly down here and say, there's no way you did that. He did it. He's got a couple of Bumble and Bumble that I actually did a before and after picture with. We've got that to show you. So I got proof it does work. The thing is you can't think. Well, think like that with your other manufacturers, but not me. How's that sound? It's a different way of doing business, isn't it? It's a process where we set meetings up. Rob and I know that it can take a year to get one of these. But each of you should have a couple of them in the hopper, dancing in various stages of the 4-step program that Rob will cover. And all you do is call us. I don't come down here at this time of year usually, but on special occasions, I usually come down January, February for a reason. Okay? But that's what happens. Rob will call and say, somebody in Orlando's got 4 appointments. And appointments. It's 30 minutes. Do coffee, breakfast, lunch, dinner, you want to have a cocktail, let's do it. Get them out of that environment and say, we have a different way of doing business.
All right, well, my name is Rob Smith, and some of you may have never heard of me, probably most of you have never heard of me, except for maybe Pete, and maybe a few times has come across. I am the regional manager for Scruples in the Southeast U.S., and like I said before, I'm dang glad to be here. It's been 2 years, and damn, I haven't waited for this day. And there's a lot more in depth that I'm sure we'll learn about in time why I've waited so much for, but it's kind of like somebody finally gave me the keys to the car, let's go drive. That being said, before I get into anything about what we were discussing about a program to help you guys close these big accounts, because we have been, sat down with owners who make big money and kind of shed some light on them in a different way that kind of rung a bell. But I could not do this by myself. So when I say 89%, that's not 89% Rob Smith. That's 89% to my team. And that's why they're here tonight. If you ladies and gentlemen could stand up just for a moment, please. Please stand up.
They're the stars.
Guys, right here are the ones that go out and do this business. These guys are trained to the T. They're knowledgeable. They're presentable. They walk in. A lot of them, either salon owners or are the best of their salons. When they go in, they're going to close you business. They will close you business. And how many times do I call you guys or I come in and say, what are we going to do beforehand? Every single time. Their goal is to go in and convert that salon. That is their goal. What Pat's talking about is when I first came to this industry, all I saw was a DSC walk out, go into a salon, and say, it's a special for a month. Buy it. Walk out, pay $2 $32.27. Driving the car to the next one. And I just sat there and wrote, look, ugh, you know, it's not what it's about. So finally brainstorming, seeing Aveda, seeing what they do. What do they do? Where do they screw up? What can we do? What can we make happen? Finally just clicked, man, you guys are account executives that go out and take control of your business. When you walk into a salon owner should say, what color should I paint my wall? And you should have the power to say, I think you need to change that to gray. And I got it happening now. With DSC's calling me, I don't know the paint color. Well, 50 secure account. But there's salons out there that do that right now. The program that we'll talk about more in depth tomorrow, because I know we're running on time and everything here, and I don't want to dive into it, is a program that we have developed with this team. And guys, this is just, imagine an iceberg. This is just a chippy. You are staffed with an arsenal of education in this market. I'll tell you that right now. These guys, I'm blessed they volunteered to come in here today and mingle with you guys tonight, pick their ears, everything you want to do. They are overly qualified. And that's what I want you guys to utilize going in tomorrow once we get to this program. But the most important part about this is that what I just talked about right there is not what we're going to do. What we're going to do is, in a nutshell, is you guys have just made your job so much easier. You're going to hand the football off to these guys. They're going to carry it all the way to the end zone for you. The only thing you're going to do is go in there and celebrate the touchdown. Take care of it, make sure everything else goes smoothly as planned. That's what they're trained to do. And that 89% that we talk about, that's what they do. We've gone into Aveda, we've gone into L'Oreal, kicked Mozzarella's butt, we've gone in and taken out Bumble and Bumble. We can do it. We have other educators that are staffed in that area. If you have a cross-parallel, when I say a cross-parallel, I say if you got a matrix, I got somebody who can come for the matrix and talk to the owner about matrix. If you got Goldwell, oh, I can't wait for this. Let's go. Go in and get them. I'm waiting. I'm slobbering. Let's go, guys. Because that's who we're going to go up and we're going to nail. And when you call me with a Goldwell, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready to go. And these guys know I'm ready to go. And he sure as hell knows I'm ready to go. And I know he does. I know he does. We're ready to go. You got Davinets? Let's bring it. Let's go. Okay? That's what I want you guys thinking when you guys go out in that field. Okay, Rob said set the appointment. Set the appointment. We'll get into this tomorrow more in depth. Okay, I set the appointment. Rob comes in. What's Rob going to do with me in this appointment? Because this is a nice account. Think nice salons. Because that's what we get. Okay? Walk in there, and you're going to pound them with education. Have you guys met a salon owner yet that says, no, I don't want education at all in my salon? We're staffed with it. That's going to be what you guys go in and fill these accounts with. The days of going in and walking in and putting this down and saying, this is what we're going to do. What is the value of that versus the value of that? That's called a long-term ROI. This is called an immediate little pop. They're going to bank off of that, and that's what we're going to do. So don't walk in and immediately try and say, okay, I'm going to come in right now, first shot, walk in, and I'm going to try and take out Redken. Me and you, let's go, owner. So 9 times out of 10, you're probably walking out with your hands in your pockets like this, saying, okay, on to the next door. We're going to hand it off and let these guys do it with demonstrations. They'll show you, we'll go through it in depth tomorrow, and then let's walk out, because our line is one of those ones, you got to see it to believe it. We can lift color with color. We can go in and talk with a highlighting system that says, hey, you got one here with bleach, here's one without bleach, you're the customer, which one do you want me to put in your hair? All right, we're going to close it. That's exactly what we're going to do. So I wanted to create a nutshell to tell you we have a program. We'll get in discussion about tomorrow because we're on time and I can talk forever. But I thank my educators for being here already. They're in some very, very nice salons. Probably some of them, the Orlando area back here in the back is Bellina Cruz, in the corner down there. Serena, the name of your salon was Winter Haven, Florida. What was it? Millennia. Ardon's up in Tallahassee. Jonathan T's down in West Palm Beach area, correct? So all very, very nice salons. These guys act the look, they talk the talk, and they can walk in with some of the finest owners and discuss everything. So that's where I hope our targets are. That's where I'd like you to think of your targets going after. That being said, I'll cut it short. We'll talk about more tonight. Have fun tonight. Mike will probably wrap it up here in just a second. Mingle with all these educators. Get to know them. Because guess what, guys? Just because they're in Tallahassee, Lindsay can go down to Miami. And I'll pay the money because we just paid the money to send her all the way somewhere else. It cost me $1,000 some. But I'll go get the business. That's what it's about, because I think long-term ROI too. Does this make great business sense? Yes, it does. It's got all full of Veda, all in there. Let's clean the whole entire shop. Let's take it all out. Let's send them in and let's go close it. All right? So anyways, I'm excited to work there. Sorry I got a lot of energy. Yeah, figured that out. All right, nice meeting y'all.
It's all
Passion ain't no ordinary word. And that's what this industry needs to have more of, is a passion for what you do. And I think you can see, especially with Rob, he's just a bundle of energy, and I appreciate the passion he has and Pat has and our company has. That's who we are. So you'll get to know us. Obviously, we'll have a chance tonight to talk about what we discussed today. Get plenty of rest, because tomorrow's going to be pretty intense. A lot coming at you pretty quickly. But like Rob says, we're not going anywhere. We're surrounding you. We're going to be in your world. We're going to be in your meetings. We're going to be in your cars. So you'll get used to learning more and more about the brand as you go. It's not, you can't learn it all that fast. It's impossible. But more than anything, what we want you to get out of this tonight and tomorrow is that this is a real opportunity. This is a chance, I hate to say it, but a chance of a lifetime to get some of those salons you couldn't get, and get into those locations that you maybe didn't have the right brand to do it with. And you know, there's nothing better, trust me, as you know, especially you've been doing it a while, to get a big salon switch. It's like, I love it. So that's what we're working towards, and that's what we'll get. So.